Hello. Before a great war begins, the air is heavy, not just with weapons, but with doubts, confidence, arrogance, and faith. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, two armies stand face to face, one filled with pride of numbers, the other with quiet strength of righteousness. Today, we explore a shloka where Duryodhana, blinded by arrogance, compares his forces with those of the Pandavas and reveals a timeless truth about confidence, leadership, and illusion. Namaste and welcome to the next episode of Shlokamritam. This is where we go beyond the words of Gita to its timeless wisdom. If you're new, do subscribe and join me on this journey as we explore one shloka every day deeply with meaning and relevance to our lives. So, picturize this moment. Duryodhana has already approached his guru Dronacharya, boasting about the strength of his army and pointing out the power of the Pandavas. But beneath his bravado, there is fear. He knows the Pandavas were not just warriors, they are fighting for dharma. To reassure himself, he makes a comparison in front of everyone. He tries to declare that his army is strong, but in his very words, something deeper is revealed. A fragility of arrogance and the hidden strength of righteousness. Here I present you the 10th shloka of Adhyay 1 from the Bhagavad Gita. Aparyāptaṁ tadasmākaṁ balaṁ bhīṣmābhirakṣitam paryāptaṁ idam eteṣāṁ balaṁ bhīmābhirakṣitam. So now let's understand the word by word meaning of this shloka. The first word is aparyāptaṁ. Aparyāptaṁ means unlimited, inexhaustible. The next one is tat asmākaṁ balaṁ. Tat asmākaṁ balaṁ is that our army. Duryodhana is saying our army is. Next, the word is bhīṣmābhirakṣitam. Bhīṣmābhirakṣitam is protected by Bhishma. He's saying that the army is protected by the mighty Bhishma actually. Paryāptaṁ. Aparyāptaṁ is unlimited. Paryāptaṁ is limited or sufficient. Then the next word is tu. Tu is but. And then idam eteṣāṁ balaṁ. Idam eteṣāṁ balaṁ. This, their army. And then bhīmābhirakṣitam. Bhīmābhirakṣitam means protected by Bhima. So here the full meaning of this shloka is Duryodhana is saying this to Dronacharya. Our army protected by Bhishma is unlimited and invincible. But their army, there in the sense here he is referring to Pandavas. Their army guarded by Bhim is only limited. So here he is making a comparison between both the armies, his own army, the Kaurava army and the Pandava army. Let's understand the deeper context here. Here Duryodhana is speaking with confidence, but notice the irony. He calls his army aparyāptaṁ, that is unlimited, but in reality, even though they had more warriors, they lacked unity and righteousness. He calls Pandava's army as paryāptaṁ, that is limited, yet his smaller force had Krishna, the very embodiment of the truth and divine power on their side. So this shloka is not just about numbers, it's about illusion versus reality, quantity versus quality, arrogance versus dharma. If we talk about traditional commentators like the great Shankaracharya notes that Duryodhana's words reveal his inner anxiety. If he was truly confident, why would he need to keep on boasting? Right? And other than Shankaracharya, Sri Madhusudana Saraswati also explains that Bhishma's support was only physical, but Bhishma's protection came with Krishna's presence, making the Pandavas' side spiritually invincible. So, Bhishma here represents authority, tradition, and loyalty to duty, even when dharma is unclear. Bhima represents raw strength, courage, and fearless devotion to righteousness. Duryodhana represents the ego, always overestimating its own power, underestimating the quiet strength of truth. That is Duryodhana here. In life, we often face two armies within ourselves. One is loud, filled with numbers, our doubts, fears, excuses, justifications. They feel unlimited. And the other is small, our inner courage, our truth, our dharma, our voice that feels limited. But Bhagavad Gita reminds us, no matter how big the false army looks, the side aligned with truth is always stronger. Even in workplace, a company with endless employees but no clear vision can collapse, while a small startup with clarity and purpose can rise like giants. In the personal life also, sometimes negative habits and distraction seems overwhelming. Yet one single powerful habit like meditation, honesty, discipline can overweigh them all. In the society, loud, arrogant voices may dominate headlines, but history shows truth always survives even if it stands with few supporters. That is a fact. So, from this shloka, we can understand here that Duryodhana's arrogance teaches us this: strength is not in numbers but in righteousness and unity. What appears limited on the outside can be infinite in power when backed by truth. And what seems unlimited when empty of dharma is already weak. So earlier, Duryodhana was praising his own army and pointing out leaders on both the sides. And now he openly declares his side as unlimited and Pandavas as limited, revealing his arrogance. In the next shloka, we show how the warriors respond, especially Bhishma, blowing his conch to inspire confidence in Duryodhana's army. In the next shloka, the silence of Kurukshetra breaks. Bhishma, the grandsire, roars like a lion with his conch, filling the hearts of Kauravas with courage. But even the sound carries hidden meaning. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. If this exploration of the 10th shloka gave you a new perspective, do like, share, and subscribe to Shlokamritam. Each day, we uncover not just the words of Gita, but the wisdom that still guides us today.